The Ravens news and Colin Kaepernick just keeps going on. The latest is that supposedly John Harbaugh on board, Ozzie Newsome, the GM, on board, but it seems like Steve Bisciotti is the holdup.
Well, he's the boss.
He said, we're going through a process, haven't made a decision yet. Steve Bisciotti
is
has
Cap
told
just
us,
sitting at home working out? I mean, what's he doing? Is he throwing?
I don't know. Nobody has a clue.
Valdez, do you want Kaepernick? Would you rather have Kaepernick than Mallet right now, yes or no?
Yes, he's accomplished 100 times more.
Or is it not worth it? Is the juice not worth the squeeze?
This is what I know it's going to happen. So if it means that Kaepernick can win 2 games because Joe's hurt, I'm all for signing him. But it's exactly what's going to happen. So they sign him, all right, and then the media is just going to swarm on Baltimore, and he's going to have press conference after press conference after press conference.
He'll do one and shut it down unless he plays.
The media is going to ask about him, report on him, ask him about Freddie Gray. I mean, it's just going to be a whole storm in Baltimore.
Well, I actually don't think they're going to sign him. I think they've already licked their finger, they stuck it out the window, and they don't like the temperature. They don't like the feeling.
they've already gone through something like this with Ray Rice. Yeah. Where the media is just in town,
and Ray Lewis.
24/7.
Yeah.
And then they go,
"Is this
really
worth it?" All they want, that the owner, hasn't ruled it out or anything. I guarantee you that they're getting pressure from ownership and
of course,
the president not to sign him. I guarantee you.
Yeah. Because and at the end of the day, it's even though it's a football team, but it's also a business for Steve Bisciotti. And does it hurt business by signing him?
I think somebody eventually will give him
help, and if he helps,
I think somebody will give him a shot. It'll have to be a desperate team. I don't think the Ravens are desperate enough.
So that's my hot take.
I know Richard Sherman went off about this too, and Richard Sherman was just pointing to teams like he was just calling out bums. He was like Ryan Fitzpatrick's got a job.
Yeah.
He said Blake Bortles. I mean, that's a starter. Like he was just calling out bums.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good question. Who would you rather have, Cap or Blake Bortles?
Yeah. The teams don't care about
just take
winning.
all the drama aside.
They're both poo.
Cap has had more moments than Bortles, although Bortles did have one good year a couple years ago. Take the drama out.
Well,
probably Cap because of his running ability. But,
and he's got. I mean, he has a hose.
But look, Cap isn't what he was 4 years ago.
Yeah, I know, JP. You can't say teams don't want to win. He was 1-10 last year.
I watched him. He wasn't that good.
Yeah.
Now he didn't have a lot of talent around him.
Right, but I mean, Troy Aikman was whatever he was.
You mean put him on the Packers or the Falcons? Maybe he gets more wins, but he wasn't that good last year.
Yeah, but you can't club Fitzpatrick and say he's poo when he had a 10-win season a year ago.
Yeah, Fitzpatrick a couple years
ago.
And
if you're living
saying me.
You just said
Richard Sherman.
You comment, I will go to the tape. You said teams don't want to win. I will go to the tape and pull it. That's exactly what you said.
In the context of what Richard Sherman is saying. That Richard Sherman is saying teams don't want to win. They'll have guys like Ryan Fitzpatrick. I forget the other guy he mentioned. And he also mentioned Blake Bortles. No, but there was another Skell, like in the Ryan Fitzpatrick mode, like Ryan Mallett.
Okay, but Colin Kaepernick's not putting those teams over the top. I mean, he's not. They're not going to get more wins with Kaepernick than they would Fitzpatrick.
They might.
No, come on, dude. You watch him play. Go back and watch him play last year.
Couple other nuggets here.
He can bounce back. Guys can bounce back.
Fuller,
he definitely needs talent.
Take Will Fuller off your fantasy draft board. A lot of people thought that the second-year receiver, who was a first-round pick last year, who did catch 47 balls last year, would really improve his total, but he broke his collarbone during Wednesday's practice. The Chargers have lost their first-round pick and their second-round pick. Their second-round pick, Forrest Lamp, an offensive lineman, tore his ACL. Mike Williams, I think, was their first-round pick, and he's dinged up. Julio Jones apparently has returned to teamwork for the Falcons, so he should be good to go. And last but not least, Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
He's pretty prolific. As a receiver, he catches a ton of balls. And as
Does he make another baby?
A father, he cranks them out. He's on 5 now.
He's got 5? That's not that big a deal.
3 with his current girlfriend and 2 from a previous relationship.
Jason's grandma had 11.
11.
What are you trying to say? Was your grandfather an NFL baller?
Actually, she had 14. My grandmother had 14 children.
Oh, my God.
She had a set of twins that...
Are you related to Antonio Cromartie?
That died at birth.
Right.
And then she had my oldest uncle, Jimmy. he was also a twin. The other twin died. So she actually
14 is pretty prolific.
She actually had 14 kids.
My grandmother on my father's side, who I never met because she died in like the 50s, I think maybe even the 40s, she had 11.
Let me ask you a question. I know your family. Is that just the strict Catholic bit? Your grandma got sized to just let it roll?
Irish Catholic.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
They just got sized.
They just did.
If God hooked it, it was good.
My grandfather was a captain in the Army, and she was a nurse. They met in Italy like in late 30s, early 40s. They met like in July. They were married in like 3 weeks.
Right. Well, your grandfather was a beast.
He was.
What was his name?
Who?
Your grandfather.
The captain.
James.
Captain James.
Captain James.
Like to crush it.
James could sling it, boy.
Yep. My grandma was pumping them out.
All right, coming up next, a lot of concerns about the Nats pitchers. We're going to have the pain guy on Twitter, Chris O'Leary, talk about pitching mechanics next here on the Junkies.